Welcome back to Inside the Leeway, stories from West Campus, where we will be sharing memories and stories from the old West Campus building that was part of Pekin Community High School in Pekin, Illinois, until it was torn down and replaced by a Dollar General. The stories from the halls, the classrooms, and that unforgettable leeway. I'm your host, Scott Action Jackson, from the class of 1998. Today, we are hearing from Terry Williams from the class of 1993, who was kind enough to share some of her memories from West Campus. The first question: your first memory stepping onto the campus. Tara's response was, my first memories were actually before I was a student. I was probably 6 or 7 and attending a choir concert of my aunt. I thought, wow, this place is huge. We were coming up the stairway on the back side of the old building going to the theater. I liked the echo of our feet in the stairwell. And then I actually became a student and was back for the first time. I felt similar. Stepping off the bus on the 8th Street, all of us North Pekin Market Heights kids with a nervous buzz, wondering how we would fit in with all the Pekin kids. Stepping into the leeway down by the Aldo Arts wing, seeing all the kids and feeling like we were going to throw up from the anticipation. Honestly, this is a bit universal. I mean, being intimidated, having so many people here, and it being your first time, and you're not sure how this is going to work. It's nice that Tara got a chance to preview some of the building before she became a student. Even though I think it might be considered, maybe a third or a fourth of the building before she became a student. Question 2. What is a favorite story or moment from your time there? Tara's response was, I have so many favorite moments, but if I could narrow it down, it would be doing Operation Snow. I'm guessing she meant snowball, but it's spelled snowball. I was the first kid from Pekin to attend one at a different school and help bring it back to Pekin. I love setting it all up, going through the training, and then seeing it happen. What I really enjoyed was being a staffer and staying up, roaming the building at night, sleeping on one of the giant high jump pads in the girls' gym. My other favorite was doing after-hours clay in the art room, preparing the clay for class, doing extra throwing on the wheels. The feel of the cold clay in my fingers, it was amazing. I do remember, I think maybe my freshman, if not the sophomore year, I attended an Operation Snowball. And then if I remember right, it was maybe junior or senior year, I actually was a staff member, quote staff, for the Operation Snowball event when it was over on East Campus. Because I remember having to try to sleep in one of the side offices near the cafeteria in there. And I tried to fall asleep with like 2 chairs next to each other, which was really, really uncomfortable. And then the first time actually attending the snowball, I remember having the sleeping bags on the floor of the gym. And remember the staff going by with their flashlights. To me, kind of mirrors one of the Harry Potter film scenes. The third question: who was someone at the school who impacted you the most? She replied with, for me there were 2. Miss Barth, if I got that name right, sorry if I didn't, the art teacher, and Mr. Smith, the drama teacher. Miss Barth provided me a space where I could relax. She listened to my problems and encouraged me. My home life sucked so bad, and she was that one teacher who cared so much and listened. I could go to the art room anytime and just breathe. Mr. Smith didn't impact me until my sophomore year. He cast me in Arsenic and Old Lace, and the rest was history. He changed my trajectory. Trajectory? I think I got that right. He pushed me to go to school for theater. He helped me to prepare for Millikan. He wanted me to take over when he retired. With his support, I went on to Millikan and almost became a drama teacher. But things didn't quite go the way I would have liked. But I still do theater and thank him for shaping my love of it. I can see this with Mr. Smith and the drama class, because I did take one drama class and it helped my love for it. It got me that additional theater itch. I don't know, I mean, because of all my involvement with community theater and love for the theater itself, might be why I want to dip into teaching it at some point. Well, that's if I get there. With my current way that my path is going with the college and stuff. I mean, I'd like to, on top of teaching English, creative writing stuff. But, like I said, we'll see what happens. But it was nice for Tara to have this teacher to help her be relaxed at high school, because high school, well, not just high school, but, you know, she said right here her home life sucked. But combining that with high school life, it can be stressful. So it's nice to be able to just sit down in a room and just breathe, relax. Breathe in, breathe out. The fourth question, which is a multi-parter. How often after leaving did you pass the building? And have you passed by the area recently? How did it make you feel? Tara replied with, I went past frequently, then went off to Decatur for 4 years. It closed while I was away. I was hopeful they were going to turn it into a community center, like was supposed to happen. But instead, it sat there to rot and be vandalized. In the early 2000s, I was the makeup artist for Sand Prairie, and we shot all of our interiors in the old automotive and art rooms. The condition of the building was horrific. Walking down the Leeway that was so full of life just sat empty, with decay, leaves, water, your footsteps echoing. The only thing that seemed untouched was the theater. Seats all empty, facing the curtains, anticipating a show. It was perfect. My heart aches for that stage. I sat and cried at what could have been. When they eventually tore the building down, the theater curtains were still hanging, and our signature still gracing the backstage walls. Nowadays, I drive by and see that damn Dollar General sitting where that building of my youth. I am disgusted. My heart hurts. Our stupid city council is responsible. That should have been the location of a new library instead of pouring tons of money into a renovation. It could have been amazing, but no, it is a damn Dollar General. Black. Black is putting it lightly, folks. And to be honest, it is the city council's fault that there's a Dollar General there instead of saving the building. And let's be honest, in this day and age, for some bull reason, it is cheaper to just demolish and remove a building than it is to fix a building. Why? I have no effing idea. Many people blame the city of council, and for very good reasons. From what we heard later on, they could have bought up the building and saved it. They could have. There were many people trying to save it. Many people wanting to save it, wanting to help the city council to save it and turn it into something better instead of just storage to rot. Yeah, it's a damn shame. The fifth question. If you could walk through West Campus one more time, where would you go first? Tara's response was, if I could walk through West Campus one more time before it closed, I would start in the art room and then walk down the Leeway, look at the dragon I helped paint, then go into the old building and up to the theater. I remember passing that dragon quite a few times. Around the time that I was with this one group trying to save the building, we went inside, and it was chipping away, but there was still some there. That dragon all across that little section there, leading towards the old building, that was amazing. And once again, going up to the theater is kind of universal for a lot of people here. The sixth and last question, another multi-parter. Based on the old watch it as we can learn. The sixth and last question, another multi-parter. If a documentary was made based on the Old West campus building, would you watch it, and what would you hope it says we can learn? Her reply was, I would absolutely watch it, and I would hope it would cover all the amazing history of the building, and then be a cautionary tale of corruption within our city and the building's demise. I would hope it would do that and more. If I ever got a chance to actually get this off the ground more than just talks, I would like to reveal a whole lot of truths about why it's gone. Instead of just discussions and rumors. Like I keep saying, it's a damn shame that the building's gone. Because it could have been so useful for the city of Pekin. Could have been community center, could have been housing, could have been another school. I mean, hell, in one of my dreams, it was still there. It was still being used. Again, it is incredible how a single building can hold so many lives, laughs, and lessons, especially lives and lessons. Thank you to Tara for sharing your memories and stories. If you'd like to share your own West Campus memories, I'm still collecting and waiting for responses. Just reach out and message me directly or comment wherever you find this episode that you want to be heard. I'd love to hear from you. On our next episode, we will hear from Joanne Lab, who will share memories of the Leeway and heartbreak. Again, thanks for stepping back inside the Leeway with me. Until next time, let's keep her memory alive, one story at a time.